We hope you learned something.
Thanks, Kim. And how cool is this video? This is the CN Tower. Listen to this. Ooh, that was some intense thunder and lightning. Was it just me? Or did those thunderstorms in southern Ontario Friday night seem to go on for about 5 or 6 hours? The lightning was nonstop, and it was all due to this cold front that's now making its way through Atlantic Canada. We could maybe see some showers, 5 to 10 millimeters of rain on Sunday in around St. John's. Besides that, the big stories are all in the west. This, my friends, is a snowfall warning in northern BC. 5 to 10 centimeters of snowfall around Fort Nelson through the day Sunday. And you think, sure, that's so far north. But look at this. These are the 850 millibar temperatures, so about 1,500 meters up in the air. It really correlates to the temperatures on the surface as well. But we have some really cold air sinking south. Modified Arctic air, we're calling it. It is going to be cold enough for snow in Calgary Tuesday morning. We'll talk about that coming up. Also across the east, fairly quiet, but another round of thunderstorms is expected by Wednesday in southern Ontario. Again, we have a lot to talk about. Don't go anywhere. And our Weather Network cameras are up in Whitehorse. On Friday across southern Ontario. And temperatures on Saturday, no one really got past about 22.5 degrees like we did in the city of Toronto. And Sunday is going to be a very similar day. Monday as well, with high pressure in place besides a few showers in through eastern Ontario. That's about it. We're looking at fair conditions. Now, the Maritimes, a pretty decent day on Sunday as well. Cooler than you have seen as of late. But in Newfoundland, you're still dealing with that cold front. Expect about 5 to 10 millimeters of rain through the day, and the winds will really pick up come Sunday evening. On a map like this, reds indicate sustained winds close to 60 kilometers per hour and even stronger gusts. So especially coastal Newfoundland, PEI, Cape Breton, it is going to be fairly breezy. And then we have to talk about snow. I know, we do. And you might think, okay, it's getting far north and there are in around northern BC snowfall warnings. That won't impact me, but take a look at Calgary's 7-day forecast. Those are daytime highs of 3 and 4 degrees Tuesday and Wednesday, and there is a good chance of snow in Calgary come Tuesday morning. We'll talk about that next in the long-range forecast. But Calgary will likely be waking up to some snowfall, at least wet snow or rain-snow mixing come Tuesday morning. That's how cold it is going to be. So as we take a look at the long-range forecast across the west, this cold, modified Arctic air will stay east of the Rockies. I don't want to panic anybody in around the Vancouver area. What a great-looking long-range forecast, sunshine and warm temperatures. But all of this moisture throughout this week in Alberta, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, will likely fall as a rain-snow mix at one point in time as temperatures get cooler. Now, we're not convinced that Edmonton in particular will see any snow. North and west of Edmonton, Nordegg, for example, Jasper, Hinton could see some wet snow or rain snow mixing Sunday night through Monday morning. But take a look at temperatures in Calgary. That's 3 degrees for a daytime high. On Tuesday, 4 degrees on Wednesday, overnight temperatures close to the freezing mark, and we could be seeing some snow. Maybe we could be seeing a similar setup in terms of timing of thunderstorms for southern Ontario Wednesday night through Thursday. So rain. What's interesting is that a lot of the energy from Norbert, the hurricane in the Pacific, could actually be and it's going to get active, not in Whitehorse per se, but to northern Canada, northern BC. There are snowfall warnings. A good 10 centimeters of snow could fall through the day Sunday, and don't think it's confined to northern Canada. No, the deeper the blue, the colder the air, closer to the freezing mark. It's modified Arctic air getting as far south as Calgary. Tuesday, Calgary, you won't get much warmer than 3 or 4 degrees. That's your daytime high. There's the potential for snow as well, and we'll talk about that coming up. But we do have to update you on this story in southern Ontario. There were nasty storms on Friday night. Barn damage, shed damage, clubhouse damage, and winds were anywhere from 135 to 175 kilometers per hour. Now, the good news I can give you in southern Ontario, after those nasty thunderstorms on Friday night, you have 3 nice days ahead with high pressure in place. Temperatures very comfortable in the low 20s. Halifax, if you see any rain Sunday, it's early in the morning, more sunshine in the afternoon. St. John's, though, you have rain. And, of course, we'll have more stories about Whitehorse coming up throughout the show. But one of the biggest stories across the country over the next several days will be the cold. I mean, cold air across Alberta, cold enough for snow. So these are average September snowfall amounts. Every September, on average, Calgary picks up 4 centimeters of snow. Edmonton, closer to 1 centimeter. And the timing works out where we have this cold front full of moisture sinking south, and it's really bringing this modified cold Arctic air. The timing for Calgary in particular looks to be Tuesday morning, your best chance for snow. I mean, we're not ruling out potentially 5 centimeters of snow falling. Tuesday morning when you wake up. It won't stick to the ground. It's much too warm, but the grass could have white on it. And that's a heads up. Even in around Edmonton, we're not ruling out some rain snow mixing. Across the east on Sunday, it's not going to be a bad day. Some rain showers certainly in around St. John's, for example. But for the most part, it's a quiet day in the east. In our next segment, cool stats about Norbert. Here's another cool hurricane statistic for you. Norbert is currently a major hurricane impacting the Baja Peninsula. In recorded history, there have only been 2 other major hurricanes to impact the same area, and both of the others were also named Norbert. We'll have other weather stories coming up in a moment.